Daniel Jones might be the greatest comeback story in NFL history. Daniel Jones was on the New York Giants, and everybody said that he was no good. He wasn't an NFL quarterback, and he wasn't taking the Giants where he needs to be. Daniel Jones is now second in the NFL in passing yards. He's taken the Indianapolis Colts from a team that everybody forgot about to a team that could potentially win the Super Bowl this year. The only way that Jonathan Taylor was going to stay around Indianapolis was if he got an elite quarterback in the building. Now they have an elite quarterback in the building. Daniel Jones is proving that he's still the same guy he was when he got drafted. He's still a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. All Daniel Jones needed was the right spot and the right opportunity to showcase his talent. The Indianapolis Colts are looking like a playoff team and a real Super Bowl contender, and the only reason that the Colts are Super Bowl contenders is because Daniel Jones is an elite level quarterback. Hey, babe. Travis Hunter has 9 catches and 3 tackles through 3 NFL football games. If there was ever a time to wave the red flag and say, hey, I probably can't play 2 sides of the football, it would be right now, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter wants to play both sides of the ball because he wants to do something that's never been done before. What's actually going to happen is Travis Hunter's going to end up not getting a max contract. Travis Hunter's going to end up getting half of the money that he ever thought he was going to get. Playing both ways is hurting Travis Hunter's career more than he ever thought because Travis Hunter is proving all of his haters wrong. He can't play 2 sides of the football. No NFL player can be an elite level receiver and an elite level DB. If you watch the Jacksonville Jaguars game, they're not even putting Travis Hunter in consistently on offense or defense. For some reason, the Jaguars only put Travis Hunter in the game on defense when somebody gets hurt and then he'll sub in. And on offense, Travis Hunter only plays once out of every 4 or 5 snaps. So realistically, Travis Hunter playing both ways cost him the ability to play football at all. Travis Hunter would have a more consistent role on the Jaguars if he just decided to start. Travis Hunter would have a more consistent role on the Jaguars if he just decided to start one way. Ashton Jeanty is a fraud. The only way that Ashton Jeanty was ever going to make it to the NFL was playing at Boise State. He took the easy route to the NFL by running over Mountain West kids for 4 years, acting like he was one of the biggest, baddest running backs that we had ever seen. As soon as Ashton Jeanty got to the NFL, all of a sudden, he's not outrunning anybody anymore. Ashton Jeanty's not breaking any tackles. Ashton Jeanty's proving that he was never an elite running back. He was a decent running back. He was a decent running back playing in one of the worst football conferences that we have ever seen. Now the Oakland Raiders are looking at their top 5 draft pick, Ashton Jeanty, and poking him like a broken toy and saying, what's going on with you, Ashton? I thought you were a good running back. He was never a good running back. The NFL needs to make a rule that Mountain West players can't be first round draft picks because it's just swindling NFL teams out of millions and millions of dollars. The Justin Jefferson disappearing act is happening right before our eyes. Justin Jefferson led everybody to believe that he was one of the best receivers in the NFL, that he was a talent, that he was God's gift to earth. 94 NFL receivers have more receiving 94 NFL receivers have more receptions in 2025 than Justin Jefferson. Jefferson is not an elite level receiver. Elite level receivers are going to get open no matter what. It doesn't matter who your quarterback is. If he's an NFL quarterback, he should be able to throw the ball to a wide open receiver or a guy who calls himself a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. When Joe Burrow goes down, Jamar Chase doesn't take games off. He gets more involved in the football game. Justin Jefferson doesn't have that ability to separate himself as a wide receiver. Justin Jefferson can only play in a system when everything's right, everything's perfect. His quarterback's healthy, and then they're drawing up plays for him too. When things get shaky or Justin Jefferson doesn't have his best friend Sam Darnold at quarterback, he's proven that he's not a good receiver. Justin Jefferson is a Justin Jefferson is a struggling receiver in the NFL. He always has been. The only difference is that now it's on showcase because he doesn't have a great quarterback to make up for what he's lacking. Stephen A. Smith went out of his way to disrespect Jaxson Smith and Njigba. He's mispronouncing his name, acting like he doesn't know who he is. Acting like Jaxson Smith and Njigba wasn't a first round draft pick. Acting like he was an Ohio State Buckeye. Acting like he's not the best wide receiver in Seattle for 3 years. JSN was a Pro Bowl receiver last year. Coming out this year, second leading NFL receiver in receptions, first NFL leading receiver in yards. So what is Stephen A. Smith acting like he doesn't know his name for? And then Stephen A. goes on record and disrespects Cooper Kupp. He's acting like Cooper Kupp isn't the same guy who won the Triple Crown Award in 21. Acting like Cooper Kupp isn't the same guy who won the Walter Payton Award in college. Jaxson Smith and Njigba and Cooper Kupp are best. JSN and Cooper Kupp are the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. Both of their resumes, you can look at both of their resumes and it easily tells you that there's no two guys in the league who have that level of production throughout their entire career. Both JSN and Cooper Kupp are prodigy wide receivers. They have always been great. They were always NFL talents. It's no surprise that they are here. Every other NFL duo has a wide receiver that was suspect at some point, that wasn't an NFL prospect, and isn't supposed to be here. Every wide receiver that Stephen A. Smith named on his list, every wide receiver duo that Stephen A. Smith named on his list is worse than JSN and Cooper Kupp. In the last 3 seasons, Baker Mayfield's thrown for more touchdowns and more passing yards than any other quarterback in the NFL. It's time to look at Baker Mayfield and just give that man his flowers. Baker Mayfield is the top quarterback in the NFL. When you look at production, you cannot deny it. Baker Mayfield throws touchdowns. Baker Mayfield elevates the wide receivers on his team. Even the young guys. When you look at a guy like Emeka Egbuka, when you look at what he was able to do with Archie Goodwin, and then when you look at how he's able to mesh with Mike Evans. Baker Mayfield's able to elevate his team with energy. It's what Baker always does. He makes his team better just based off him being on the field alone. That's what makes a great quarterback a great quarterback. He wins and he makes his teammates better. On top of that, he throws for more touchdowns and he passes for more yards. So, what else do you need to know about Baker Mayfield to give him the crown for the best quarterback? Pat Mahomes is obviously washed in Kansas City. So, when you need to look at the stat book and see who's been playing the best, Baker Mayfield. Ashton Genty is absolutely useless as an NFL running back. There are 6 NFL quarterbacks who have more rushing yards than Ashton Genty does this season. Quarterbacks who are responsible for throwing the football, and only do they scramble every blue moon in the NFL to advance the football and get a first down. 7 of them, NFL court, 6 of them have ran for more yards than Ashton Genty has. Ashton Genty has been a disappointment every step along the way. Ashton Genty didn't show up to the NFL Combine looking like what he was supposed to look like. Ashton Genty didn't show up to day one of training camp looking like what he was supposed to look like. First preseason game, Ashton Genty got 2 yards a carry. First game, Ashton Genty gets 3 yards a carry. Second game, Ashton Genty gets 2 yards a carry. Ashton Genty at this point has proved on a consistent basis that what he provides to a football club is not valuable to an NFL team, and it isn't going to transfer over from Boise State. The biggest mistake that was made in the NFL was this Las Vegas Raiders drafting Ashton Genty.